My name is Alicia, a beautiful girl studying psychology at Boston University. To ease my financial burden, I saw a job posting on the campus bulletin board looking for a study buddy. The employer, a guy named David, reportedly had poor grades and needed help, but the pay was quite generous. Without a second thought, I accepted the job. When I first met David, his carefree attitude immediately gave me a headache. He had messy blonde hair, was chewing gum, and wore a loose t-shirt and ripped jeans. But for the sake of the money, I reluctantly began tutoring him. Over time, I realized that David wasn't actually dumb, he just had no interest in studying. I started trying various fun ways to engage him, and to my surprise, it worked. His grades slowly began to improve. As we spent more time together, a special bond developed between us, and we unknowingly grew closer. However, things didn't stay perfect for long. Rumors began to spread around campus, suggesting that I was getting close to David for his money, and even leaking exam answers to help him cheat. I was both angry and frustrated, determined to find evidence to clear my name. After investigating, I discovered that these rumors were being spread by none other than my former friend, Lily. Lily had always been jealous of my looks and academic performance. Seeing me with David, she harbored resentment and came up with a nasty scheme to tarnish my reputation. I confronted Lily, but she showed no remorse and even mocked me coldly. Just when things with Lily were at their worst, David's behavior started to change. He became hot and cold towards me, and spent more time with Lily. Confused, I decided to follow them. To my shock, I discovered that David and Lily were secretly plotting something. It turned out that David wasn't some poor student with bad grades after all. He was actually a wealthy heir, and he had pretended to be a struggling student to win a bet with his friends. He and Lily had known each other for a while, and had teamed up to see how far I would go for money. When I realized the truth, I felt like my whole world had collapsed. I was furious and disappointed in their behavior. I decided to get revenge. Using my knowledge of psychology, I cleverly spread false rumors around campus about David and Lily, claiming they were involved in an illegal academic fraud scheme. Soon, the entire campus was talking about it, and they were thrust into the spotlight. In an attempt to clear their names, they began blaming each other, and their relationship completely fell apart. As a result, I found myself in a new set of troubles, as the university started investigating the supposed academic fraud incident, and I was at risk of being expelled. Just as I was overwhelmed by the situation, Tom, a top student who had always had a soft spot for me, stepped forward to help. Using his connections, he gathered evidence to prove my innocence, and exposed David and Lily's prank. Both David and Lily received severe punishment from the school, and Tom and I grew closer throughout this ordeal. I thought the story was finally coming to a happy end, but just as Tom and I were about to publicly announce our relationship, I accidentally discovered that Tom had not come to me purely out of affection. He had used me to leverage my research for an important academic competition. Once again, I was betrayed. Heartbroken and disillusioned, I decided to leave this campus full of lies and betrayals and find a life that truly belonged to me. I swore I would never again trust anyone so easily.